Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Feature Friday. I'm your host, Zom Slays. Usually you can catch me on the Music Mondays podcast every Monday, but we are here live and recording with two very special individuals on this episode of Feature Friday. So today is April 5th, 2023, and I'm live in the studio with two extremely talented artists. And without further ado, let's get right into this one. So, with that said, I'm here live in the studio with none
Actually, I
other
need to.
than Lord Heretic and Zion. Heretic, Zion, how are you guys? Welcome to Feature Friday and Music Mondays.
Hello.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Glad to be here, man.
Let's fucking get it, baby. So, you guys are some pretty well-known faces, but for those unfamiliar, let's start light here, right? Let's talk about some roots. Let's talk about who you guys are. So, Heretic. Many of you know Heretic from Heretic's music, being an artist, performing, things like that. Heretic's also a member of the Music Monday staff team as a writer. But what else do you want the people to know about you? And give a little background on who you are in 2023, my friends.
Man, I'm just a fucking little silly guy with a joyous whimsy. Nah, but really, I'm from fucking Sacramento, California. Yeah, like Zom said, I write for Music Mondays.
Yep.
I also record music and make music and perform a lot. Yeah, Lord Heretic, Harry World, baby.
Let's fucking get it. Yeah, so this will be the second time that you're actually appearing on Feature Friday, but the last time we did an episode, it was just me and you. But this time around, we have another special guest, and that would be Zion. Zion,
Yeah.
how are you, my friend? Where are you from? Tell the people a little bit about yourself and who you are and what you do.
Oh yeah, I'm Zion. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm born and raised here. I started making music when I was in high school. Like I learned how to make beats and stuff on FL Studio. My friend Legend, shout out Legend, thank you.
Thank you.
I stopped for a couple years and then like around I want to say 2017, 2018. I just decided that like there was nothing else that really like piqued my interest like music did. I mean, I've always been somebody that, looks for just like new sounds and just music for myself to enjoy, and I've always enjoyed making music. I went to an art school. Um but yeah, so in like 2017, 2018, I started making beats for myself and other artists and stuff, trying to do like the track train beat stars thing.
Mm.
Nobody was really buying my beats, so I just started rapping and singing and stuff on my own beats since I had the ability to do so. um and I kind of just went from there. I mix, master, produce all my own stuff. It's very rare that I use somebody else's beat, but if I do, it's one of my good friends. Uh yeah, I don't know. I it's hard
Yeah,
for
of
me to talk
course.
about myself. I don't know. I'm chilling.
Yeah, let's fucking get it. No, well said. Very well said. Um, so yeah, we are here for a very special occasion. And there's a pretty big elephant in the room that we're going to be talking about today. But, but before we get into that, how do you two know each other? How did you guys met? How did you become friends and things like that?
Um, we met last year.
Fish show, right? Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
last year at a Killfish show. It was Mosh for Peace, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was Macho Piece. Yep.
So that was in like the summer of last year.
Yep, summer of
So
22.
we
Yep.
haven't even known each other a full year, but
Our souls.
dead ass. Um, I just remember, I can't remember who went on first, but we both were just very into each other's music and performance. And I remember watching uh his performance, and I heard his song called Someday. He was playing it on his set.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny because me and Oni were talking, like kind of hugging the wall and talking, because like you know how it goes. Like there's a couple artists that are like cool, there's some that aren't. So like me and Oni were just kind of catching up and talking, and we both stopped in the middle of our conversation and just was like watching this dude do his thing and sing. And like, Oni was the one that he was like, he's really fucking good. And I was like, yeah, he is. He was like, nah, he's like really fucking good. And I was like, he for sure is really fucking good, right? And so afterwards, we went up to him and said, what's up? Like, invited him to come outside and hang out and smoke with us. And then it was funny because me and Zion were just kind of talking about like regular shit and like kind of like, yeah, where you from? Like this and the third, like trying to get to know each other. Like,
Yeah.
because, we both fucked with each other. And then I remember it was like midway through the pleasantries and I turn around and this fool Oni's like, how's your poll in your city? What are you fucking like, this fool
No,
I was
that's
like, have I ever
good.
been asked any of this before? What's going on?
That's
yeah,
good.
dude, he was like badgering this man, and this poor dude Zion's just sitting there like,
No, I love that. I love that. I actually recall that story when you had told that to me. So that's pretty funny.
and it was his like answer that like really kind of solidified the fact that like I wanted to like get to know this dude and fuck with him because like it was such a genuine, honest answer. What no matter what level you are in this shit, and like he just was super blunt and was kind of like, yeah, I'm a small artist. I'm not shit. Like this, that, and the third. And I just kind of laughed at it because I was like, damn, dog. Like, I know you're being truthful because the way you said it. And then, too, like, it's just so funny because, like, even in, like, whether it's like rap music or rap forward music, it's such like braggadocious, like full of yourself shit. So to hear somebody be like so fucking brutally real for a sec, I was like, damn, he's just like me. Like, I fuck with
He
that.
just like me.
Not
Yeah,
for
for
Yeah.
sure.
real. And then I was just like, damn, okay, like, cool. And then, yeah, I just couldn't stop listening to that song that I really liked. Like, I checked out his other shit, but that song, Someday, I swear to Christ, bro, I still listen to that shit on a damn near daily basis.
That's like me with Uncle Dusty. That was the song that got me. I was like, damn,
Oh,
this shit's fucking
shit.
crazy.
Let's go. Okay, so that's a
That's
really cool story. That's a really, really cool story. Zion, do you have the same recollection, right? I assume you co-signed that story.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that sounds pretty
Pretty
accurate.
accurate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when Oni. So it's funny because I knew of Oni because I one of his songs came onto my Spotify thing or whatever release radar in like 2017,
Yep.
one of his really popular songs. And that so I knew of him, but I wasn't like listening to him frequently. So I was like, oh, this is really cool that I can meet you, because I've known of you for so long. And it was such an honor for him to like give me compliments about my music because
Yeah.
like basically like Harry was saying, a big thing for me is just like feedback and just like how I can improve, like I don't really care about that other stuff. Like I'd love to be self-sufficient, like sustaining on my music so that I don't have to have a day job and stuff, but I just don't think that's very important. I'd rather just make music and find more people that like my music and stuff.
Well said. I like that philosophy a lot. Um, okay, so that's how you two came together. But like I said at the start in the top of the show, we're here to talk about a bit of an elephant in the room. So at the time of this recording, this has not been announced yet. So technically, when this interview goes live, it'll already be announced, but we'll be formally announcing it on the show here that Heretic and Zion have a collab project, a EP to be exact, coming out on April 14th.
yeah.
This
Let's
is true.
fucking get it. Let's fucking get it. So, what is this project titled? And tell us a little bit about the title and the theme of this project.
So it's Lord Through the Portal, and we both kind of came up with the title together. And so I struggle on what to call it because I hate the word collective. But I have like a group of people that I just consider like my family, very very close friends. Not all of them make music, but
Mm-hmm.
I call them Nether Cult. And that's what I like my brand. I make clothes and stuff, and I use Nether Cult. But
Boom.
anyways,
Boom.
so
Okay, look
Lord
at
Through the
that right
Portal.
there.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Let's
Look at that.
fucking
That's so
go.
sick. Thank you,
Look
Harry.
look at
I
that
love that.
cameo right there.
So
Right there,
the last
baby.
show we
Love
had,
that
he
plug.
got that from me. Yeah, fucking awesome. But so yeah, like a big part of my like gaming life. Games have always been a big part of my life. I have
Sure. Yeah.
two really big World of Warcraft tattoos, and there's an area in World of Warcraft called the Nether.
There
So
you
a lot of
go.
people think it's Minecraft related, but it's not.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's like Lord through the portal, going through a portal to get to the Nether, and like his experience in that place, you know. And I always talk about the Nether as a place where just everybody is just like accepted, and it's the most like serene feeling you've ever felt in your life, you know, if that makes sense. It's just like a good place to be, you know.
Damn. Okay. 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 Excellent. Excellent. All right. So tell me a little bit about the tracks that are on this project. How many tracks do we have? Do they have any significance to each other? What would you say the vibe is? Tell us a little bit about that.
So yo, go
How
ahead,
many
go ahead.
tracks is it, bro? Is it like 5?
Yes, indeed it
Yeah,
is.
see, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, man, I have ADHD. I'm gonna have to pull this shit out.
Dog, the last time we spoke to each other in person, bro, I swear to Christ, it was the funniest thing. We were like talking about this project and all the songs that were on it, and we named like 4, and the conversation was over. And then like 2 minutes later, we passed the blunt back and forth, and he's like, "Oh yeah, and this one," and I was like, "Fuck, dude." Um, yeah, so 5 tracks. So I mean, this is my very truthful moment. This project, so like, yeah, we kind of came together on the title. That was more or less like Zion coming up with a bunch of shit, and then me being like, yeah, I like this one.
Yeah.
And then the song titles, that was all Zion as well.
Yeah, that was all me
Um,
for the most part.
Creative direction Zion. Okay, I love that.
yeah, he literally produced, mixed, mastered, wrote all his shit, and then like named everything. So like this project is dead ass like his fucking project. But it was cool because he sent me these files with the, and like, you know, as every producer does, they name the file and like throw the BPM or whatever in the title.
Yep.
And so I was like, oh cool, fucking FP restricted. Like that sounds like some fucking like computer shit. Okay, cool, I get it. Like FP restricted, or like FP, like if you play like RPGs, certain
Yeah,
RPGs have
it's a
like,
flight path.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Flight path restricted. You weren't able to go that way. You had to find a different way.
exactly.
Turn
So
back.
like it was sick. It's sick as fuck because like I caught up on the Nether shit, right? It's kind of like otherworldly, different dimension, like portal hopping, like shit, right?
Yeah.
So it was cool that the project had that theme to it without us really talking too much about like that aspect of it. And then it also like the track names, right? Like you got FP restricted, there's float, uh
NBK.
N- NBK is kind of like in my opinion, the standout track, so it had a bit of a different name. um what's the fucking other two? It's
Sewer trouble.
Zion's Sewer Trouble, and then fucking
Pack it up.
your, yeah.
Pack it up. Yeah.
So it kind of like, I don't know, it like kind of falls in line with like what he was saying about Nether Cult,
It's cool
in
too
my
because
opinion.
I feel like to a certain extent, um, like you said, like we didn't really run ideas back and forth when we were doing our verses and stuff, but I feel like it's very seamless because we have just like a very good work relationship, like workflow together, you know. So like I feel like if you told people that we were in the studio together and recorded this, nobody would bat an eye, you know, like because it really sounds like we were just together.
Yeah.
Nah, for real, like it was cool. He just sent me these opens, and then it sent me like a beat that was blank, 2 beats that were blank, one for my solo, and then one for, I think it was Sewer Trouble, where I did the hook.
Yeah.
And other than that, like he sent me these opens with like hooks on them and everything, or like his verses done. And I was just like, okay, cool. Like it like you said, like we didn't run shit by each other, and then like we just so happened to like end up being on the same page. And like, cool little behind the scenes tidbit for people. I mean, it won't be hard to figure this one out. Uh, this was our first go at working with each other. We didn't like, oh, let's make a track and see how we do, or like let's maybe see if we can play with an idea first, and then like see what it fleshes out to be. I hit him, like we hit each other up can't remember who was the first one. Hey, do you want to work on some? Yeah. Hey, what if we did like a collab EP? Okay. Yeah, what if we did like 3 songs that are like actual collabs, like features, and then we did 2 solo songs? Like, yeah, okay, sure. Kind of like some like old school like split record shit.
Right.
And then it just from there, like everything just fell in place so perfectly. And I think not only does it show both sides of like, yeah, Lord Heretic and then like Nethercold and like Zion and shit, but I don't think it's just that. I think it's also like um damn, I was hitting that pen too hard. I think I lost where I was going with that.
Saying that pen too hard, I'm
but,
crying.
But no, like it showed that we both also have like a diverse sound. Like we both could really do any avenue we wanted and
Definitely.
do it very well. You know what I mean? Because like there's a song on there, Float, that's like super fucking like emotional and like sad boy shit, and we're both singing on it. It's like a total sad boy song, and then you go over to a song like NBK, and we're both like flowing our asses off and like getting aggressive with it, you know. So
Yeah.
like it just shows that, like, not only do we share like a good work relationship, we also share a very similar talent pool and skill set when it comes to making music.
Yeah, and I think
Mm.
also just a lot of our inspiration and like the genres that we listen to outside of the music that we make is very similar. Like I
Mm-hmm.
know you listen to hardcore. I don't listen to a lot of hardcore, but I listen to emo, which is basically a subsect of hardcore.
Yep.
Um, so I just feel like there's a lot of things that just meld really well together because we can see inspiration in what we're trying to create and then just go back and forth on that, you know.
Right, right.
Not definitely,
Well
definitely,
fucking
definitely.
said. Well said. Okay. So, Lord Through the Portal, April 14th, 5 tracks, a combination of both of you. You know, it kind of goes back and forth, but what would you say is your favorite track from the project if you had to pick? If you
I'll
had to
let Zion
pick,
go.
absolutely
I'll let
have
Me
Zion.
to.
go first. I know what you're gonna say.
You think?
Yeah, you're gonna say NBK.
Fuck you.
No. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I had a second thought, and I was like, it might be Float because I know you like that song a lot.
It's a toss up for sure.
This is probably selfish, but I really like my solo song.
That's fine. That's
Dude.
totally fine.
That's
It's
good.
not that I don't like your parts any less. It's just I feel like the way that I flow on my solo song and like how it stops in the middle and then comes back in with like a different hook. It's
Yeah.
just very interesting, you know?
Yeah, no, I was a big fan when you sent me the final for that. I was like, hold the fuck up. Like, what? It was damn near a different song, I swear to God.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because of my ADHD, like I can just play beats and like I can create so many different hooks for the same song, you know? So
Uh
sometimes I'm like, I don't want to get rid of that, so I'm just gonna put it somewhere else in here.
yeah, no, I feel that. Yeah, it's a toss up. He for sure has it on the nose. It's either NBK or Float. Float because that song we did actual like collaboration on each other's parts. He did some melodies in the back of mine, and I did some super shitty singing on his part. Um,
Stop. It's good. I like it.
I like it because after I gave it a few listens, it sounds cool. But I like it because it's a very different song. It allowed me to step outside of my comfort zone, and I definitely like it as far as like that type of music I've made. I think that's definitely my favorite. NBK though, definitely my favorite for a couple of different reasons. One, the selfish reason, I went the fuck off on that, and we got to perform it
You
live,
did
and
for
everybody
real.
lost their shit, bro. That fucking that watch out part, bro, dude.
Yeah,
Everybody
dude.
fucking lost their mind when we played that live. It was
Guys,
cool,
but
but
just there's something about the way that song is mixed with our voices where the bass just hits harder when we like rap. It's
oh
very
yeah.
good.
I also like it because, funny enough, this is super funny that all three of us are on this call. because I showed the song and I told Zion this. His verse, that one verse, influenced an entire song that I made with my buddy Vitamin.
Yeah, that song is sick too.
And it's funny enough, Zion produced that song.
Oh shit! So the fucking lore is deep.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, so
Holy
this
shit!
fool, like, his flow in lyrics, like, I swear to God, I think I might have taken a line of his directly without meaning to, but
COD
Oh shit, I
4K.
didn't catch that. What is it?
COD 4K here live on Feature Friday.
I'll admit it. It's the part in that song where I said it's actually the beginning line. If not for the, what did I say? If not for the songs of the, if not for the songs, I can't even remember what the first line is. If not for the songs of
I
something
do
and
the
the
same
breeze
shit.
and the breeze of the dead.
I can't fucking remember my lyrics either, so I feel you.
There was a couple of parts of like the flow was for surely like directly influenced by that, but like the writing for sure too, because like I just heard you do that like super effortless, like almost triplet flow, but without, I don't know, the way you did it was just very well done and polished, but then it was also a very vulnerable verse. And I was like, holy shit, this is like some really good like rapping and not just that, but like content, like the material. So like it had substance. So like when I wrote that song, the entire time that verse was playing in my fucking head, and I was just like, God damn, dog.
That's like the biggest compliment, dude. When people tell me they're inspired by me, I'm just like, that's the whole reason I'm here, man. Thank you.
That's the whole reason I'm here, man.
Someday, definitely. Because when I heard how you came for Float, I was like, okay, I gotta pull some stops out and like do something, dude. This dude's about to watch me like in his home territory singing about some cool shit, and I was just like, nah, fuck that, hold up.
I'm just
And
sad. That's the problem.
you said, huh?
I'm just sad. That's the problem. I'm just really sad.
I get it, dude. I'm horny and sad, so that I'm talking about like crying and then eating my
Fucking,
bitch pussy
it's
after.
funny. Doki always says that when I do features on other people's songs that I'm really horny, but I'm not horny on my songs.
Damn.
Yeah. Because I have a song with him where I'm like, pussy like acai, superfood. I say some shit like that. And he's like,
That's
dude,
fucking
Zion's
crazy.
horny.
It's like you never say that shit on your songs, motherfucker. What
I
the
know. He's
fuck?
like, why are you like this?
That's too
I
good.
mean, at least you like have an outlet for it though, because my girl's over here like, you should put more of that in your music, and I'm just like, it's not. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel weird. It's the same as like if you know the artist Foreign Forest. He does some sort of Lund is another good example. He'll have some like sexual lyrics, and I'm like, dude, you don't sound right saying that.
You don't sound
Yeah,
right saying that.
I've always had that like issue with songs like love songs are like one thing because they're cute and like they're imaginative because you think of all the poetic ways you can tell someone you want to fuck them without saying you want to fuck them.
Facts,
Yeah.
facts, spitting.
But then you've got these either older like hip hop songs or you've got like some current hip hop songs are just vile, bro. And I'm just sitting there like, dog, I don't want to envision you doing that,
Rough,
bro.
man.
Like, what the
It's
fuck?
rough, dude. I
Dude.
feel
But
like I'm a lot softer than most people. It's a problem. Like when people some people like even I don't know, man. Some people just say some stuff that's very normal to other people, and I'm just like, really? You feel that way? This is normal to you? God damn.
me and
Dude,
Zom talk
TikTok.
about this like
TikTok is filled with
every
that. People just
fucking.
be condoning crazy ass shit. They're like, yeah, bro, I do that too. I'm like, what the fuck?
I
What?
just don't get it, man. Like I don't know. It might not be like I'm like so I'm like agender. I'm not really like I don't consider myself like a cis male or whatever you want to say. And I think that that's one thing that might have something to do with it. It's like when people talk about their like dick and stuff like around their friends, very like oh yeah, like my dick is so big and shit like that. I'm like, why are you just so comfortable talking about this? It's just like not that it's weird. Like I just why is that such a big deal to you? I don't know.
See, because and I'm on both sides of the fence because I grew up like in a very like brother fucking environments. Like sometimes like that type of shit is like funny, but like 9 times out of 10, I'm on the opposite side of it. Everybody's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, dude, I'm hungry like this and the third," and I'm like, "It's
What?
tiny. Leave me alone."
Yeah,
Like,
like, what are you
Yeah,
talking about?
I don't know. I guess the thing is I'm just not empowered by my gender, if that makes sense. Like I don't feel like, oh yeah, I'm a man, you know? I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel you.
I
I feel
definitely
you
think
on that.
it's some of that, and it's just a little of just the low IQ shit. Like small
Yeah,
small minds are amused by small things. You know what I
that's
mean? Like
very true.
it really
That's
is
very,
that.
very true.
You know, it's
I
just like
can't stand small talk, so that's a really good fucking point.
yeah, it's like come on now, you know. So, but all right, no, that was great. That was a great fucking tangent. You two are got some fucking chemistry. Got some fucking chemistry. But okay, so Lord Through the Portal,
Get
full
us some
project,
fuck in front of
5
each other in
tracks.
real life and see how bad it is.
Yeah, seriously. When you were
Well,
doing the door.
yo, see, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. So, Lord Through the Portal, April 14th, 5 tracks. We talked about your favorites. What are some things we can expect post release? Are you guys gonna be working on any visuals and music videos, things like that?
That'd be
I think we
really
talked,
nice.
yeah. I think we talked about doing, I think at least two.
One or two would be preferable. I'd like to definitely do a video for MBK, maybe one for Float. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'm sure we could line it up to where the next time we're with each other in Vegas, which seems to be a bit more often than not,
Yeah.
uh, we could probably line something up. So I don't want to say anything like definitive
Yeah,
yet, but
yeah,
I definitely want to say post release, like just expect more music to be planned on being made because yeah, after this one, dude, I'm trying to do more.
love that.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm a lot more active than I was. I actually haven't technically released anything personally this year. Um, I've just been very quiet, just trying to level up, you know. But yeah, I'm becoming a lot more active again. So for sure.
Awesome.
Like he was talking about, we have, you know, this split EP. This is actually my second split EP. I really like doing them with people that I, you know, vibe with, just because I feel like it's a way better way to get an idea out there instead of just
Yep.
one song, you know? So yeah, for sure. I'm sure we'll probably do another one of these. Maybe not a split EP, maybe we'll be on all of the tracks together, but fuck yeah, we'll definitely do more shit together.
Excellent. Awesome.
Easily.
Awesome. We love that. Okay, so we broke down a lot, but I want to hear from both of you. What's one thing that you want the community and your listeners and your supporters to know about Lord Through the Portal?
Ooh.
Maybe something they might miss along the way, you know, Easter eggs, you know, a message, you know, something to look out for.
Yeah, so if you play Float backwards,
Dude,
um,
Yeah,
imagine if I was that like forward thinking. That would be fucking
that
crazy.
yo,
Oh my god, that's something to think about for real.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, if you
you
play it
play
backwards, it talks about fuck, I can't think of a good thing.
Yeah, right. It's
it's
extravagant, but
literally the recipe for whole grain bread, but in the language of the Aramaics.
boom,
That was so good. Fuck.
boom, just like that. No, but yeah, what's one thing you can leave the community with, and you know, something that they should be looking out for when they're listening to Lord Through the Portal.
I always tell people just read the lyrics if you have the time, because
Sure.
you're gonna miss stuff. I
Yeah.
promise you. Your ears are not as good as you think they
A
are.
hundred
Please read the
percent.
lyrics.
A hundred
That is
percent.
one thing. Yeah, I'd like to do with this release, and we can definitely do it probably like in the coming week after is like update it with the lyrics for each song, so that way people can kind of see where we came from.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess just like I don't know, there's like certain little things that like Zion did like from an engineering standpoint that I was a big fan of. Um, like I said on Float, we both did little bits of vocals on each other's verse, so sounds like really good sonically and dynamically, I think. I don't know, like I guess the only thing I've got to say really like it's corny, but like just sit back and enjoy it. I
Yeah.
mean, get
No.
up and dance if you need to, or
Yeah.
whatever. But this is something I'm very proud of. I know Zion's very proud of it, and like I've sat and enjoyed it thoroughly multiple times, and like it's as an artist sometimes you get kind of tired of stuff, especially if like I don't like me for instance, I have a work ethic, as you know, Zom, where I create things but then they don't come out until much later.
Same.
So it's one of those things where like I constantly listen to these things before the release, and then by the time it's out, I'm kind of like I'm over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tired of
Same.
it, but like this is a project I haven't gotten tired of since it's been done,
Damn.
and
Yeah,
it's
no,
been
same.
it's been done for quite a while.
Yeah, it has been done for quite a while. I mean, considering let's say first song to last song,
Oh yeah,
crazy time.
yeah. First song to like actual final email sent, like yeah, it was definitely a labor, but like it was worth the wait because everything about it is just very well done in my opinion. So yeah, I mean that's it. Just enjoy it or don't. I don't actually give a fuck. But
Hey,
you
let him
know,
know. Let him know. That's
Yeah,
right.
I always say the same thing. Like, if you don't just tell me what you think. Even if you don't
Yeah.
like it, tell me why.
yeah,
If you have a valid reason as to why you don't like it, I will probably improve on that. So just let me know.
Sure.
I
Sure.
can't say I'll do the same, but I'm appreciative for people speaking their mind. You know?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think I have a very big ego, but I am confident of my trajectory. And I think the reason why is because nobody's ever said that I make bad music ever.
Not
Ever,
only
ever.
that, right? But there's always room to improve. You know what I mean? There's always room to just do a little
Yeah.
bit better with it.
Oh, yeah.
Even if somebody comes up to you and they're like, you know what, this is fucking dog shit. Your voice sounds trash. Da da da. But then you go back home and you're maybe like, you know what? Maybe my voice was a little off in that song. You know what I mean? Like this
Yeah,
motherfucker
yeah,
was a
for sure.
douchebag about
I,
it, but he could be
I
right. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I definitely I definitely agree to a certain extent. It's funny because lately I've been realizing there is an ego. But I'm not necessarily apologetic about it because it's like, man, fuck it, dude. Like, I'm
Yeah,
smelling
no.
myself, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, if that's how you are, like I said about my lyrics, like I think my lyrics are so fucking good, dude. And it makes
oh
me
yeah,
so upset when I hear like a very, very, very popular song that repeats the chorus like 4 times. And I'm just like,
yeah,
oh my God. Like my songs aren't a minute 40 because I'm lazy. It's because most of what I'm saying is different. It's not all the same shit over and over again. And my brain can't continue on the same thought, so I have to create something else.
felt that.
and that's the beautiful thing about music, right? You know
Yeah.
that really is.
Oh yeah.
So that was pretty well rounded. I think we had a really, really good conversation there. So you can expect a Lord Through the Portal on all platforms: SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, wherever your other weird stores are at. April 14th, 2023. Before we sign off, my friends, where can the people find you guys on social media?
Probably Zion everywhere. I'm pretty sure. TikTok is Zion, please kill me. But everything else is probably Zion.
At Lord Heretic, HERET, 3 I's, and then C.
Same. I don't know how to spell my name either.
Jesus Christ.
That's
So
everywhere.
make sure you guys follow these two on all social platforms. Any last words of motivation and any shout outs you want to give before we sign off here?
I'll definitely let Zion go first.
I'm gonna feel bad if I leave somebody out though.
Shouts out
I'm just
everybody.
gonna say,
Everybody,
yeah, I'm
all of
just gonna
them.
say shout out Nether Cult, shout out Killfish, shout out Bradley, shout out Heretic,
Love
shout out
that.
Zom.
Let's get it, baby. Let's get it.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I'm very thankful for this.
Of course, it was our pleasure, my friend. Always our pleasure.
Shit.
Talk to us, Harry.
Shouts out Zion. Shouts out Zom. Shouts out Killfish, Bradley, Deadshot, Quill, and all them.
Yeah,
Shouts out
Deadshot.
fucking. Shouts out Harry World. It's Harry World, baby. Another cult all day. Um. Yeah. Uh.
April
Be
14th.
fucking nice to. April 14th, but hey, real quick, be fucking nice to each other.
Yeah.
Just be fucking humans, bro. Like, there's so much crazy bad shit going on, and people just continually stay ugly, and it's like you don't have to be. It actually is like more energy and more taxing to be a shit person than it is to just like take 2 seconds and like either shut the fuck up or just be kind.
Yeah, next time you're driving and you get mad at that person for driving slow in front of you, think about the last time you were having a bad day and you were driving slow and that person behind you was honking. You know? You don't think about it that
Seriously,
way.
dog.
Hey, nothing but fucking
Be
facts.
fucking kind, bro.
Like, listen to these two, man. listen to these two because they took the words out of my mouth. Hey, you already know how I feel about this shit. So if you're gonna listen to anybody, listen to these two for real. So let's fucking get it.
Sad music, but we're actually hippies.
Sure.
That's it.
Me.
That's all you need to know.
Loving hippies.
That's right. It's been Zom Slays. It's been Lord Heretic. It's Don. We'll see you April 14th. It's been Feature Friday. We'll catch you later.
Bye.
Good night.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for our brand new episode of Feature Friday. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you're well. This is premiering on YouTube, so make sure you drop a like, drop a comment, check out the description for Zion and Heretic. Go through the portal April 14th. Let's go.